everyone, welcome to Distinguished Diva. This is Adeola Naomi, bringing to you the third video in the self-love series in collaboration with Chakrubs. And in this video you will have to bear with me because I have kept notes, because these are questions that people have sent to me and asked, and of course I'm also putting in some more intuitive and valuable knowledge that might be useful for anyone and everyone out there. So I'll be looking at my notes and I'll be responding to all the questions, and I hope you're ready. So take your cup of tea or water and get ready again to discuss the benefit and the metaphysical benefits of Yoni eggs and Chakrubs. Ta-da! So this video, the first question will be in depth and touches more on the metaphysical, mental and sensual benefit of Chakrubs generally. So the first question I have here is, why do I need to energetically clean my Chakrub and Yoni egg? So for example, when I said to you my Indian Jade in the previous video came with a selenite wand, and this selenite wand, because selenite is the mother of all crystal and it's a very nice crystal to charge other crystals. So you can use a selenite wand, a selenite plate, or a selenite, any sort of selenite that you have surfaced, to charge your jewelries or other crystal. So what I do is actually use this to charge this, right? Like I put them in the pouch together. So the question says, why do I need to energetically cleanse them? Crystal, as we know, or if you don't know, are energetic composition that are from the evolvement of the earth. So crystal basically store energy. They create, they take in whatever energy is around them and store them and memorize those energy, which means basically that when you get a new Chakrub or Yoni egg or crystal, whatever it is that is made out of natural, 100% natural crystal, it has stored all the energies that have touched this crystal. What does that mean for you? For you, it's like the person who, so because the Chakrubs and the Yoni eggs are not naturally, they don't come like this naturally. They are being carved and polished into the shapes. So basically they have been processed. So all the hand touching, all the movement, all the shipping, the people that have touched this, that have come in contact with this, the places that this crystal have been, they have acquired the energy of that space. So all the mojo, all the energy of all these people are in your Yoni egg and your crystal when they first get to you, and that's why you need to cleanse them energetically, not just the washing with water cleansing, but actually intentionally cleaning them. And the way I do this is basically I take them, I said the way to clean them hygienically was in the previous video, so you can see that on physical cleaning, but this is an energetic cleansing. I normally use the full moon or the new moon energy to clean them. Sometimes I use Florida water as mentioned in the previous video, but the best thing you can do if you live close by the sea or a big body of water that is moving, that is not man-made, is actually take your Chakrubs and your Yoni egg to the sea and make sure that you bury them in the sea a little bit, like not bury, but make sure you submerge, you submerge them in the sea so that all the energies that have touched them, and what you say is, there is an intentional prayer that you have to say. Well, you don't have to say it the way I say it, but this is what I say. I go there, I say, I release and let go of all the energy that is in you that have touched you, all energy that is counterproductive and that does not work for my higher self and for the purpose of this crystal, of this Yoni egg, of this Yoni egg, of this Chakrub. And I say that and I wait until my intuition tells me it's ready and it's clean. And if you use the sun energy is also good, solar energy. You can charge it, you can say the same intention and the same prayer, take a deep breath, inhaling and say the same prayer and leave it in the sun for a few hours. Some crystals though do not do well with the sun. For example, my rose quartz and the Indian Jade are not very sun friendly, so don't leave them in the sun for too long. I can leave them at the windowsill and that's good. They get a bit of solar energy, but they're not directly exposed to the sun. But the moon energy is the most powerful and feminine energy that there is in the universe, and I feel like using the full moon is just the best method ever to energetically cleanse all your crystal and recharge them. Next question is, which egg is best for me and how do I know? So Yoni eggs come in various crystal and various type of crystals. So for example, at the Chakrub website, which actually I'm gonna drop in the link below, they have the carnelian, the black obsidian, the rose quartz, tiger eye I think, and the quartz, the white quartz, a red jasper. I'm currently wearing a red jasper small necklace. They have a red jasper. So for me, as I mentioned in the first video, I chose this stone, the rose quartz. I didn't choose it, but it chose me itself. So I always suggest to my client, really, when it comes to Yoni egg, go and see and feel. You will be drawn to what you need. Your energetic body and your emotional and sensual and mental body knows what is required of you and what you need to be working on at that point. So I normally go with what feels right and what I feel drawn to. But for the beginners who don't know, who it's overwhelming, to be honest. It can be overwhelming because you check the website and there's so many different kind of crystals and they're all so pretty and beautiful. You're like, I don't know what to do. So what I would suggest is start with 2 specific stones that I feel like every beginner should start with on this self-love journey, to be honest. Is the rose card. It's a stone of unconditional love. It helps with receiving and giving love, and it helps heals all your sexual and traumas that come from relationship and how to relate with others. So I will always suggest starting with the rose gold. And also one of the things about the rose gold is the soft crystal. It's very soft and subtle. It's nurturing. It's gentle. It's a gentle crystal. So if you're starting a journey with your Yoni eggs and Chakrubs, it's a great place to start. This Indian jade, I picked Indian jade because I was very drawn to it and I needed that in my life. At this point, I was in a point where I need to work on harmony. I need to work on softness. I needed to work on just having abundance, but also expressing that abundance to others. And also due to the fact that I am a person who have a lot of anxiety issues, this was the stone that I needed at that point, and that was why my body chose it. And my stone, the Indian jade itself, the Chakrub, chose me. So a lot of time people say do research, read on different stone, and then choose what feels right for you. That's also a good way. But when it comes to essentially spiritual stuff like Yoni egg and metaphysical, I always tell people, don't be the choosing. The universe knows what you need, and your heart and the stone knows which one is for you. Like, I just got a new ring. Every time I got a crystal, it's always about the crystal calling out to me. A lot of time I meditate and say to myself before going outside to buy things that I have to do with crystal, or even before I went to the Chakrub website, I was just meditating and saying to myself and my guardian angel and all around me that choose for me what I need to work on, and that's it. And sometimes you just choose the stone and you then realize after doing the research about the stone, you know what I mean. Like, I also suggest after a rose gold, which is the softest place, I will also suggest black obsidian. Yes, it's very scary. A lot of people are scared of black obsidian for very good reasons. It's a very strong stone. It's a stone of, I have a set of black obsidian Yoni eggs and they're amazing and we do great work together. But truth be told, if you're a beginner and this is all new to you, you shouldn't be starting there. But if you want to be dragged, if you want to know what are the traumas, the traumas that you're not aware of, that you have buried so deep, the things that you should be dealing with. And I think that's one of the reasons I always suggest black obsidian for my very brave and daring clients. Is it's a good place to start because you know what you should be working on. A lot of us just want all the lovey-dovey. Self-love is not just about rose petals and nice, cute, beautiful rose pink things. It's also about doing the inner work and the root work that is required, going back, doing regression, going back to your life, the past lives, the current life, the experiences that you don't remember, the experiences that you have suppressed, because you need to work on that. And that's what the black obsidian does for you. It brings everything to the surface. It's a very powerful stone. I mean, I understand why people are afraid of it, and some people start with black tourmaline, but black tourmaline does not come in a Yoni egg because of obvious reason, I think. But black obsidian for me, I think, is the most powerful stone and is the best place to start. Like, if you want to work on yourself and you're honest with yourself, you should start by knowing what you should be working on. And one thing that I suggest also is you can get a set of both Yoni eggs and start with, whenever I use a black obsidian, I always mix it with a smaller rose quartz, so there is a bit of softer energy with all this really rigorous surge of energy. So there's just have to be a balance, you know what I mean? So I always suggest this two stone for people.